Hey again, YouTubers. So I know I just made my first video not too long ago, a couple minutes ago, but I have a very pressing matter to discuss with the rest of the world. And this one particular topic is about IB, International Baccalaureate, whatever people want to call it. I want to call it hell, because that's what it is. It is hell. There is no other way to describe IB. You're a freshman in high school, you expect what you've always seen on tapes and DVDs and movies about people getting in cliques and dumping you in trash cans, and you're thinking, oh wow, I'll have such a great time, I'll make good friends, the food will be crap, but it'll be cool. And then you have the choice of going into honors, AP, and then some new program called IB where they promise you the world, and oh, you can get so many degrees and you can get so many scholarships and you can get into any college and yada 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 yada. So you're like, oh yeah, I can totally do IB, and then it's like, oh, it's rigorous, and then you're thinking, come on now, it can't be as bad as AP. Really? So you join IB just for the heck of it, because you want to get into all the big schools and you want all the huge scholarships that they promise you, and you don't want to have to pay for school anyway. So you join into this nice program that's supposed to be all dignified and whatever, and oh, it's made in England, oh, must be awesome. So you join it and you realize first 2 weeks you want out. That's when you should get out. No, you think, oh, it's only freshman year, it'll get better. Sophomore year. Oh man, you should have gotten out freshman year. Oh, if you thought it got better, it only got worse. Because then you have all these things like CAS, and you're like, what the F is CAS? What do I have to do? Creativity hours? Action hours? What do I have to do? Jump up and down, do jumping jacks for action hours? And service. Service I can do with my eyes closed. You just go and volunteer somewhere. But what are you supposed to do for creativity? You have to pull it out your ass. Literally. Pull it out your ass for creativity hours. Sometimes you even have to think, can I walk some dogs for CAS hours? It's that ridiculous. I played DDR for action hours, and that also included CAS hours, because apparently no one ever thought to do DDR for exercise. So then, wow, you go into junior year and then you have all these exams to take, and you just realize how isolated you are from the rest of the school. Because all the AP students are like, hey, let's go to this party. Hey, let's do this week. And you're like, sorry, I can't. I have homework on the weekend. I have like 3 papers to do. I'm going to do it the last minute. IB is literally, it's a tool for you to learn how to procrastinate. I don't think you guys are understanding me. Procrastination is your best friend in IB. And I know you all are thinking, but I always procrastinate. I don't know, what are you talking about? I mean, why would you even try and procrastinate in high school? That's what you do in IB. Because if you don't procrastinate, then your mind will explode. And even when you do procrastinate, your mind is going through a mind fuck. Your mind is going through a mind fuck, because the papers, and between the papers that you have to do, the homework that you have to do, your mind's dead. Honestly, you lose all common sense. You have to use a calculator for the simplest of maths. You can't do simple division anymore. Forget long division. That's just thrown off. Like, what the fuck is that? Simple division, you have to use a calculator. If you want to do multiplication, if it's past 8, like 8 times whatever, you have to use a calculator. And then you know those elective classes, the cool classes that a whole bunch of people get, they're all like, oh yeah, I only have like 3 main classes that I have to take because I finished all the rest of my classes, and I have this intern, I have like 2 intern classes. IB kids are like, what the fuck is that? What's an intern class? How do you get that? I want an intern class. And then when you actually have the chance to get an intern class, do you have time to get an intern class? Not unless you take 0 period. Oh, so wait, you have to take an extra class on top of the 7 classes you're already taking? Oh yeah, that's how it goes in IB. As if life isn't horrible enough. You know, you're in high school, you have all these problems, obviously, because we're teenagers and we're going through all these types of hormones, and we're just like, oh, everybody hates me, boo hoo 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 hoo. You have to take an extra class, get up at like an hour earlier before everybody else, and go to this 47-minute class on top of the other 7 classes that you have lined up throughout the day. You must have to shoot some caffeine into your system. Like, seriously, tap it around and shoot it up. Caffeine, man. Caffeine. I remember every morning I had to have like this cup, heater, I don't even know what you want to call it. See, common sense is gone already. this cup, thermos, that's the word I'm looking for, thermos of tea every morning. Why? Because that was my breakfast. No, I was not going to wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning just so that I'd have time to have breakfast and then drive to my 0 period class. Because why? Because no, I can't, when I'm in 0 period, I can't go to the cafeteria to have free breakfast like everybody else, like all the normal kids, like all the normies. I don't have that luxury. Why? Because I'm an IB student. So then, no, you think, oh, this is so horrible, you know, junior year sucks. Going to senior year. Senior year. Oh, wow, you made it. You dumb fuck. Why? You should have just gotten out sophomore year when you still had a brain to think with. So anyway, senior year. Now my thought was junior year, I was so fed up. I was ready to drop out. I was all good. And then some senior said, oh yeah, it's totally worth it. Senior year is so easy. You just don't do anything. Just go in there and sit down and chat. So you're thinking, okay, well, I already went through 3 years of hell. Might as well go through 4th one just to chill. Senior year is just as hard, if not harder, than junior year. Because you thought junior year was bad. Junior year doesn't even compare to senior year. Because you have all these exams to take, and then you have to study, especially history. Unless you're good in history, then, you know, props to you. You're awesome. I'm not good at memorizing dead people's names. Or years. It just doesn't happen. The best class I ever had was TOK. That is as close to an elective class as I would ever get. Honestly. TOK, Theory of Knowledge. Wait, it's just like a mind fuck in the entire classroom. How do you know that exists? How do you know you exist? Mind fuck. That's how it goes. Every day. So then, senior year, you're just fed up. You want to quit. And you think, wow, I went through 4 years of hell and I want to quit now? No, I might as well stay. I have to be honest with you. IB may be hell on earth, may be death, may just kill your social life so that you have no time to really hang out with friends. You're breaking down, crying every 5 days, maybe a week, because you're just too stressed out. But honestly, I must say, it pays off. Sure, you don't get into all the colleges you want, because you end up figuring out that, oh wait, not all the colleges accept IB credit. Not all the colleges accept IB kids. It's AP they want. Why? Because AP's been around longer. They're like, what the fuck is IB? You're an IB student. Go away. You're too smart for the rest of us. Go away. They just don't let you in. That's one major lie. Oh, all the colleges will want you. No, they don't. They just don't. If you can deal with it, if you can deal with the stress, if you can deal with the fact that you will never have a proper social life, you won't have the time to have a social life, you will get 6 hours of sleep at most, unless you try to get 8 hours in which you will neglect your work. If you can deal with that, then by all means, IB is the thing for you. But honestly, when you go into IB, you'll make the best of friends. Honestly, I know you guys can make the best of friends in AP or honors, but in my opinion, you're making friends that really think outside the box. Because I want to ask you people, and I want honest answers. How many of you have friends that when you have conversations with them, their conversations just like, oh my god, so like I went down to the beach and I saw this hot guy, and then like he was asking me for my number and I gave him like 6 numbers instead of 7. I gave him a fake number, and just like, what the fuck? What kind of this is an intellectual conversation. When you're in IB, you have tons, like an IB family. For the 4 years that you guys deal with each other, you may hate a majority of them for the first 2 years, but you learn to deal with each other and you become really, really tight. Like this. All up in each other's business and whatnot. You can have an intellectual conversation and be dumb together. Honestly. If that makes any sense. Because all of your common sense is gone, so you'll know what each other are talking about. You can really relate to these people. You become, like I said before, a family. So, even though it was hell, even though I wouldn't ever do it again if I had the choice to go back 4 years and pick whether I wanted to be an AP student or IB student, I would never be an IB student again. That was a once-in-a-lifetime thing. And I'm glad I went through it. To all you IB freshmen, my advice is be prepared. You will have laughs, you will cry a lot, you will have anger issues. Maybe you already do, I don't know you, but just be prepared. You guys can just leave your comments down there, comments, questions. I'll be happy to answer, as I am an IB survivor. So I can tell you almost anything you need to know. I can give you resources, websites. Biology students, if you don't have a good biology teacher, I can give you some good resource websites that are a necessity. Anyway, peace. Make good decisions, don't do drugs, and later.